Hi everyone, it's me again, Marie Chris Marikit from ESED Filipino. So for today's video is I just want to share my personal position about the article titled Putin's War on Ukraine Explained. So this is the speaker authored by Jen Kirby and Jonathan Goyer. So the source of this article is put there below. So the content of this article briefly described that Putin's invasions to Ukraine in February began Europe's first major war in decades. In this article, it explained that how is the Russia and Ukraine are close to each other. Even the Ukraine is a Soviet country, Putin has said Ukrainians and Russians were one people. Even the Ukraine is a Soviet country, Putin has said Ukrainians and Russians were one people, or a single whole, or at least would not be if not for the meddling from outside forces. But how does the war begin? It states there that NATO is starting to have a plan to be alliance with Ukraine, but it was put in the abandoned that NATO stopped its eastwards expansions and deny membership to Ukraine, and also made other demands for security guarantees around NATO. The prospect of Ukraine and Georgia joining NATO has antagonized Putin, so that Russia invade Ukraine, and there are so many people, civilians affected. There's so many people died and lost their homes. So this issue really relates to our topic that other people says about globalization as occurring though and with regression, as Ukraine is a small country and it's difficult to come arise to develop again after the war. Colonialism, because the war started with planning or spreading alliance where Russia really also wants Ukraine, but Ukraine mistakenly chose to ally with NATO so that the war began. And destabilization, as the good relationship of the country vanished already. So my personal positions of this issue is, it was said that it's so difficult to fight with a powerful country. Russia has a large nuclear power implantations, while Ukraine is just a small country. It's hard to fight without a proper balance of power. It's unfair that there's not totally independence of choosing. Once the most powerful country demand, nothing is impossible to begin with, even just a war. So the sad globalization is only been favored for powerful country, but the other countries who have nothing is just a captive. So the ethical applications regarding to global citizenships of this issue is, it is very too complex to state, because not just Ukraine really affects with this kind of situations, but the whole citizenships over the globe, especially the lower class country. For example, here in the Philippines, we have OFWs in Ukraine and in Russia, and they are affected especially in the Ukraine because their work totally gone. And people here in our country, since the Russia is one of the suppliers of oil in our country, because of Russia are able to be blocked from some instances, so they are blocked to supply here, especially the demand of oil, so that here in our country the price of oil and gas has been rising, and there are so many people problem with this kind of situation, because the gas and oil, it is really demand for them, but they can extremely afford it. So that's all. Thank you for listening.